But first, water companies are asking people not to waste water even though summer is over. Most of the West is still officially in drought after one of the driest years in a century. Here's our business correspondent, Dave Harvey.
If you've been for a walk around one of our reservoirs recently, you'll have noticed how dry they are. This one is in Cheddar, and yes, it is officially dry.
At the moment, this is probably about 1/3 of the total amount of capacity of the reservoir. And if you were to go back and think about when it was last like this, it's probably about 30 years ago.
The thing is, the grass is green, the skies are grey. It doesn't feel like a drought, does it?
I know, it's one of the things we really struggle to get people to understand is that drought isn't the same as heat wave. If you've got dry weather that carries on for a long time, then that's what really starts to affect something like this.
Well, the skies are grey and heavy here in Somerset. It certainly doesn't feel like any kind of summer anymore. But they're measuring the Sheppey here. It's very low. This area is still officially a drought zone.
Hydrologists from the Environment Agency measure hundreds of rivers like this, taking the depth, the speed, the flow. It's complex work, but with one clear, simple finding.
It is actually very low, and that's what we've been seeing over the last few months. We've had an incredibly dry summer, so it's one of the driest on records, in fact, going back to about 1891. If we don't get above average rainfall for the next 6 to 7 months, then we're likely to see the drought continuing through the winter period, and then we're going to be in a very poor state by the time we get into next spring.
And yet we don't feel it much at home. Only Thames Water customers in Wiltshire have had a hosepipe ban enforced. All the West's other water companies have avoided them. And here's one reason why: a £230 million pipeline that connects reservoirs down in Dorset with the network all the way up to Bath.
Within the Wessex Water region, we tend to have more water available in the southern part of our region during the summer, so we're able to move that further north, and we have more water available in the northern part of our region during the winter, so we're able to move that south to when we need it.
Back at Cheddar, a smaller but equally vital new pipeline. Water will be taken from the River Axe nearby to this new cleaning station before being pumped into the reservoir to top it up.
That's the role of this treatment works. We haven't had to do that for 10 years. So there's a lot of work involved in getting this working. Well done to the guys who have done. And it's up and running.
Behind the scenes then, big pipes and engineering to keep our taps flowing. But the only thing that will really solve this problem is a winter of steady rainfall. Dave Harvey, BBC Points West.